Let's talk about burnout. And I just want to put something out there. I'm extremely wary and careful about using this word because I think there is a lot of mismanagement of the word itself in general. Now, though, we need to talk about it because after 18 months of pandemic, of stress, of emergency management, we start perhaps to see the end of the tunnel of this horrible tragedy that's hit us all, COVID. And because of that, just like when you finish a very demanding project and you have an adrenaline drop, we have a second to take a breath and take a look at everything that's happened, everything we've suffered. And what happens then, just like with a heavy project, we're starting to feel the weight of it. So there are researchers out now checking whether it's fair to ask if we as a society, we are undergoing a collective burnout. And chances are that most of us are in some way or another. So my aim right now is not to enable you to diagnose whether anyone in your team has a burnout or not. First of all, I'm not qualified to do that. Secondly, only a doctor should take that kind of decision. But at the very least, I want to enable you to perhaps recognize whether you need to talk to that person, encourage that person to maybe go see someone or take some time off. So I thought that for this time, it would be worth looking at what the technical signs that are proper of a burnout would be. In general, you have three main symptoms, if you want to call them that. In general, if you have a general sense of being exhausted even before you start your working day, and you have a sense of distance, of disengagement, of not being in love with your job, and on top of that, you have a sense of lower performance at work, then there is a chance that you may be undergoing a burnout. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because we need to remember, or you need to remember as a manager, that is part of your job to guarantee a healthy, safe, enabling environment for your team to work in. And not having any knowledge about what a burnout technically is, and by the way, I encourage you to read more about it, is not something you can afford right now. So take note of these 3 points. Take a look at whether you may be witnessing them in your team. Maybe you're feeding this type of sickness as well. And at the very, very least, be aware. What do you think? Is this something that you've seen happening around? Is this something that you have a sense of in your team? Let me know. Thank you. Stay safe. Talk soon.